Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk men's basketball. And with us, head coach Eddie Bronkema. And coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Really an emotional week this past week for the Bulldogs. You had senior night on Thursday, final regular season home game, and then a big game on the road against Saginaw Valley State.
Yeah, it was kind of odd to have senior night so early with a lot of games left in the season, but always good to honor those guys. Special group, real talented group. It's been fun to coach them. So that was an emotional night, and had to play that game against Hillsdale, and I thought maybe we capitalized on some of that emotion, but early on they caught fire and we dug a hole early. So tough game for us.
Here we see some of the seniors being introduced, four-member senior class, along with student manager Mark Hansen. Really a great senior class that's meant a lot to the Bulldog program.
Oh man, these guys have, all these guys have played since day one, since they stepped foot on campus, which is rare. Sometimes you got to earn your stripes, and then you mentioned Mark too. We got a great management staff, and that's some of the key to our success. Having those guys around doing the things that they do. But this group of four seniors, they've made a lot of big time plays over the years, and they've been a fun group to watch, and their legends only going to grow as time goes on. But yeah, this Hillsdale game was really won in the first half with Lowry hitting 7 3-pointers on us and getting an and one layup that you just saw there in the film, 24 points at half. We switched our defense to pay attention to him, and I think he scored 4 points the rest of the game. But when you do that, you call attention off some of their other guns, and that's why they're pretty good.
Certainly one of the top players in the conference, and Kyle Cooper. You did a great job on him in the first half, but as you mentioned, Lowry kind of got loose.
Yeah, he got loose, and credit to him for making big time plays and having a big time game. Everybody that steps on the floor has the right to make those kind of plays, and he did it. So Kyle Cooper, I thought, yeah, we had a great game plan against him. He made some free throws down the stretch to get to 19 and 10, which seems like a real good game. But for him, that's 4 points under his average, and I was happy with that.
Bulldogs trailed by 17 at halftime, but you come back. You cut it all the way down to 6 points, I think, and really expended a lot of energy to get back in the ballgame.
Yeah, 6 points with a basketball, and just it wasn't a waste of energy, but we didn't have any energy left to get it. To get the lead or pull it back to even. So they made a couple big plays. Here's a three-pointer, and then the back cut three-point play, followed by the technical by Hankins pounding the ball on the ground. See, if you pound it to the ground and you catch it, it's not a technical. But if you pound it to the ground and you miss it, it's a technical. So go figure. I don't know. We got to work on his hands or something like that. But it is what it is. It was really the first half story, and we couldn't overcome it.
Certainly not a lot of time to think about that one. You turn right back around, have to take on Saginaw Valley State, the GLIAC leader, and a tough environment on the road on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity to play a big-time basketball game in the GLIAC. So, they're the champions, and I think they secured it with the victory over us. But we really came out exactly how I would want us to come out. We were fighting, scratching and clawing, and I think we got up as many as 17 early in the second half after being up 11 at half, and then we stopped defending. They made some big plays, and the champs came through.
Bulldogs here in the first half got off to a great start, as you mentioned, kind of the opposite of the Hillsdale game, where you really took control here in the first half.
Played well together, played real well together, and we had a certain intensity about us. But they made a run. They made some big plays, stepped up and hit some big shots. And then we kind of lost our defensive positioning and intensity, lost some of the 50-50 balls, missed some layups, and it snowballed on us. And a lot of credit to Saginaw, though, because these guys are real good players, and they've been playing the best together. They focus on their depth, and they commit to their depth, with their subs making big plays coming in and doing their thing. So Jared had a big game for us, nearly a triple-double, but just came up a little short.
Right here, Garrett Hall, a big three, the couple three-point shots that really got him back in the ballgame.
Yeah, that three right there, is we got him to miss a shot, and we couldn't corral the rebound. It bounces out to him, and he hits a shot, and then all of a sudden, we were getting back on defense pretty well all game, and all of a sudden they had 8 points in transition, and just we can't have lapses like that. We need to be able to stay in front of our guy right there, keep him away from the basket, and we'll continue to work on those things, and look forward to doing it this week, Thursday.
This Thursday on the road as you take on Grand Valley State for the second time this year, a rivalry game down in Allendale. What does it take to go into this type of environment and come out with a victory?
More concentrated effort for a longer period of time. You know, we just 15 minutes, I'd say, against Hillsdale in the second half, we were dynamite, and you know, for about 24 minutes in this game, we were real good, and then you know, we got a lot to play for. In a home, if we win, we get a home round GLIAC game, first round game, which top 4 teams get that. That's a pretty big deal for 2 years in a row. We get our 20th win, which is the first time in 25 years, back-to-back 21 seasons, and we would knock our rivals out of the conference tournament, which is always a fun thing to try to do. So a lot to play for, and we're going to go for it.
I know a year ago the Bulldogs had kind of a similar stretch here late in the year, but you turned it around, won the GLIAC tournament. What does it take to make this type of a run again in the postseason?
Yeah, we're not. That's not the key to our success. We're not trying to do this every year, but we did. We turned it around, and what it takes is just our talented players, you know, kind of pushing the right buttons, and as a coach, putting them in the right position, and then we're just one click off. So if we can click over to that gear that we need to be in, and some guys make plays, step up, and put their foot down, say enough is enough, and then all of a sudden we're back rolling and with a lot of momentum. So it can flip back over in a hurry, and we're hoping it does.
I know your seniors have certainly led the way all season long, and certainly you want to send them off on a great note here with a postseason run.
Oh, absolutely, and they want it bad too. They want it bad. So, you know, when we lose, you know, it's the seniors' fault, and when we win, it's credit to them. You know, that's why they're seniors. That's why they're awesome players. So, and you know, of course, I'm the head of the program, so it mainly falls on my shoulders. But you know, when you're a great player and you don't play well, that you lose. You know, when you play well, you get the credit. So that's kind of the story of sports.
I know as you take on Grand Valley State for the second time this season, what does it take to beat them again for the second time in a row? Is after you learn from the first meeting between the two teams?
Well, we got to rebound. They are so physical inside, and you know, we got to make sure that we win the free throw battle. You know, we're playing scrappy defense, but we're not hacking them, and we're in position, and that we're going strong to the basket, not avoiding contact, and you know, getting to the free throw line. But you know, they're a physical team, a by the basket team, and you know, we're just going to be. Both teams have you know, a lot to play for, so it's going to be a classic game, just like they always are with Grand Valley. And you know, if you're a fan out there, you should show up to this one.
I know we've talked about it here. It seems like for the last month of the season, the strength of the GLIAC. Talk about the competitiveness of the GLIAC and the fact that any team can really beat anybody on any given night.
Yeah, it's crazy, and you know, some coaches talk together. It's like, you know, the ninth place team is not going to make the GLIAC tournament, and there's no doubt the ninth place team is good enough to win the GLIAC tournament. They've beaten, you know, it's just amazing the level of teams, and that's not excluding, you know, 10th through 16, because they've beaten teams too. I mean, it's just amazing the talent and the high level coaching and the way that these teams are ready to play every game. So it's hard. Sometimes you wish there was a couple, you know, cupcakes there in the schedule, but there's not, and that's what we're dealing with, and it's exciting to compete.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs as you travel to Allendale on Thursday night.
Thanks.
That's going to do it for Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.